putting the fight in faster than light. Welcome to Cosmopunk.
Engines of Hatred, a homebrew Starfinder story featuring the crew of the Leica 7.
I am Pan, and I play Baphomet, Kobold Android Mystic, and Captain Leica 7. If found, please return to Leica 7, care of Ryder Maxim.
I'm RJ, I play V, Vest Mechanic, and Fly Guy, their drone. V's the ship's original designer, / mechanic, / warranty, / best with duct tape.
I'm Cypher, and I play Ryder, a stealthy operative Yosaki Otter. I'm also the pilot of the Leica 7.
I'm Ty, and I play Radar, a cyborg mechanic coyote and a bundle of nervous energy, also the weapons officer of the Leica 7. But for this campaign, I'll be the GM. Pandora's box has been opened. Having met up with the Lord and Regent of Terre, the crew explore deeper into the heart of his castle. Deep underground, they enter a large room filled with ancient alien technology which seems to control the strange hexagonal rocks that the crew encountered earlier. Baphomet took it upon herself to venture inside the device and attempt to psychically interface with it, only to find herself in control of something immensely powerful. Part 7. Dark Star. Bath, you find yourself in the heart of this ancient battle station, and you've sunk right to its core. But it's not so much you in your physical body with your arms and your limbs and your confinements to three-dimensional space. This is you and your essence. And your essence expands to fill this colossal celestial body. And you are aware of everything that is happening on your surface. You are aware of creatures walking around, of the motion of waves, of the sensation of trees. It is so much to take in. So we haven't done the sanity points thing, and I probably should have done in hindsight. But there's a lot going on. But it's over to you. What do you make of that? What do you do?
Okay, well, first thing is, much like when I reached out to Golem, I want to try and reach out to this world. This it's obviously artificial. It's obviously built, and it's obviously not supposed to be. It seems like just inhabited. It's meant to have been built for possibly war or protection. Maybe that people call that Golem the Guardian. So I want to reach out and see if I can sense some of its past as well.
Sure. You want to take a dive into its history.
Yeah.
Make a will roll, please.
Okay. Oh, I got a 16.
Was that total, or what you got on the dice?
Oh, that was total. It wasn't a great roll.
Total. Okay, so you delve into this thing, and you fall into what I can only describe as the archives of this station. And a lot of it seems to be clouded or obscured to you. But you keep going down and down, and there are long periods where this station has been, usually it's been asleep, because there are gaps in its memory. And it seems that it's been awake twice before. None of them recently. And you whistle past these waypoints in its life, and you eventually get to its first start. And you are greeted with the sight of those glass beings in that room where you were sat. And there's one of them stood on the central dais, and several others arranged in it in a circle around it, several rows of them. There's probably about 30 or 40 of them in here. And you watch as this being in the center raises its arms, and the noise it emits is a high-pitched screech. But it has no mouth.
But it must scream.
As you look, it screams. And as you look, what's actually happening is the crystal seems to be vibrating. And then there's a brilliant flash of light, and he's gone. And the other giants, floating, turn on the spot and leave the room. And as you watch through this station's eyes, you feel this thing's essence move into you, become you. This is the first pilot of the battle station. And you realise that this thing was built as a part of the minefield, basically, around the solar system. This solar system was designed almost entirely for protection of one singular thing. And as you delve into what that was, you have an image of that other world, the other planet.
So what's happening with V and Ryder at this point? Are they just stuck in the same room?
Yeah, I'm afraid you guys are stuck in the same.
We're just watching Bath just like floating.
Yeah, I was going to say that's cool because that's what she's going to do is cast her attention back to the room.
Yep.
And you remember she was making just like pleasant looking like stone structures and stuff around the room before you were in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to coalesce one down into effectively a stone.
Is it an avatar?
Golem of herself. Yeah, thank you, an avatar. Stone avatar of herself. To speak to you guys properly, without like accidentally shouting your brains out.
You can do that. You were able to talk to them normally come the end. You had modulated your voice.
I think it's more a case of oh, go on, sir.
You could literally do anything in this station, it feels like. If you wanted to, you could make a viewing screen for everybody else in the room and they could see exactly what you see and sense.
Oh.
V's just thoroughly...
Okay, so yeah, you know what? She's going to, she'll craft, as you mentioned, a viewing screen. It'll start to form up out of the rocks. Then we'll basically just project what she's seeing, what she's envisioning, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so for you guys in the room, you and the regent are just stood there kind of awkward silence because, well, Baph is basically, her body is like doll-like at the moment. It's just sort of bleh.
I think she's gone to sleep.
But
I'm not asleep. She says out loud. I'm just busy.
A bunch of the rocks start to form a square. And then as they reach the top and complete the frame, white light fills it. And then very quickly that light becomes purple. Then very, very quickly that purple light becomes Baph. So you can see basically how she sees herself. So it's an even more beautiful version of Baph.
Oh, it's radiant.
It's shiny Bath.
It's extremely shiny.
Whoa. Baph, you're beautiful. And did you get taller?
She became a planet.
You adapted to being an entire planet scarily quickly.
You'd be surprised how much effort it takes just to contain my ego. The planet's not that much different.
It's the most Bath possible reply.
Well, it's nice that you admit it.
Well, at least we know you're still safe in there.
This is amazing. This entire planet, this moon, isn't a moon at all. It's a battle station. It's designed to protect the planet that it revolves around. It's just another part of the system array.
Interesting.
It's a giant flying space warship.
That's exactly what it is. And she shows them the crystal beings, repairing the warship, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, that's those glass people over there. Baffy? What is it?
I think Baph appears in the corner like one of those like sign language people on the news.
Yeah.
Baffy, what is this moon protecting?
It actually points up, and the view zooms up to show the planet that these guys think is the moon.
Thumia.
Thumia, yes. To show the planet Thumia.
The planet itself or something on the planet?
I'm not sure. Let me see.
Can you identify if it's the same weapon that we've become?
We don't know what it is at the moment.
Or is this an entirely different kind of shenanigans?
I think this is definitely the same ilk as the golem, the space golem we fought earlier. I wouldn't be surprised if this entire planet could form into something like that.
Ooh.
Do you want me to try it out, actually?
Trying to work out too well for the residents if we do that.
Maybe let's get the ship moving first before you turn the moon into a giant punchy mech. Baby steps, Bath. Baby steps.
Around.
Before you become fucking Unicron.
Yeah.
So, what are you trying to do, Baph?
Well, we know where we are now. I think using the planet, I could probably. I was talking about making a portal.
Can you open a portal between here and Thomia, do you reckon?
Can I?
Just
we don't know what's yet.
We need to find the upper limit of your map.
Maybe I could try and search for some kind of history of Thumia first, so we know what we're dealing with.
Yeah, have a look through if there's like an archive or something.
Okay. So she's gonna tell people look for an archive, look for some kind of more archival footage.
Alright, you delve through this thing's memories again, and they're surprisingly short because of the long periods it seems to have been asleep. Its earliest memories, because that's basically what I'm going to call them now, its earliest inputs are from where that crystalline being becomes the first pilot. Before
okay.
that, you could probably assume that it's only recorded from when it was built.
Can I find when it... So that's the first time it was done. What's that second time?
Alright, the second time it activated, it awakens, and the... Are you guys watching this on the screen as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's showing,
Are you
showing it. See.
Alright, the first thing that happens is it opens its eyes and everything is red. The energy coursing through it, and Bath, you can feel this, is a horrendous level of energy. You've no idea where it came from, it is simply within you. And it is being directed by people in the room above you. And they take your rage and they angle it and they form it into a shape, like an arrow. And then there's a motion and it feels like you vomit up this energy. And this view suddenly switches to the external, from the planet's surface. A pillar of red energy spears out into space and annihilates something in the distance.
Oh,
Wow.
bloody hell.
And then the red vanishes.
Buffy, did you do that in real
That's-
life, or was that a memory?
No, this is a memory.
That
This
seems
happened years ago. How long ago was this, like, roughly, the scene?
This was really, really close to the initial opening, that one.
Okay. So this was years and years ago. Nothing to do with me.
Okay, good.
Alright, as long as we're not.
As long as we didn't just commit genocide, that's very reassuring.
Obliterating
No,
our
no.
planets.
No, I would never. I am curious though. It does feel... I do feel like I could do that, though.
Maybe don't.
Hmm.
Baby steps, Buffy. Baby
No,
steps.
V's gonna whisper, like, I told you that it was gonna matter.
I know.
So, I don't know if we could make any kind of like a portal to the planet, but I think we could definitely use this to maybe repair our ship and get it ourselves.
Let's focus on doing that first.
Yeah, I'd always be more comfortable in the Leica rather than untested, unproven magic, science rock, voodoo technology.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna shift the view to the Leica itself.
Okay. It doesn't so much like camera pan, it just sort of the image of the Leica just suddenly coalesces in front of you.
Yeah.
And it's as you left it. There's a seagull perched on one of the wings.
What is that?
I want that seagull killed immediately.
Oh, it's a... I've seen this before. That's a, no, it's some kind of fish.
I want it obliterated,
What's it doing on
Yes,
land?
it's a kind of fish. It's
They're like dolphins, but they've got
Leave.
wings. It's bizarre.
leaving footprints all over my ship.
Wait, the region's still there, actually. What do you call those regions?
Sorry? Oh, this? What?
Like, the camera zooms way in onto the seagull.
Oh, that's a seagull.
Oh!
Oh.
This
A
fish.
gull of the sea.
Yeah, gulls of the sea. What's it? Kind of fish.
It's a bird. They're harmless.
Oh. Well, that's good to know.
Unless you've got a bag of chips.
Chips?
Chips. It's like potato.
Sorry,
Okay.
Mash!
this is the first place we've been where the animals haven't just attacked us for no reason. We're a little bit jumpy.
The outer skies must be a dangerous place.
Very much
Do you
so.
think you'd be up there? Do you reckon you could do a patch repair on the hull?
Oh, I hate doing this stuff. Okay, let's see.
I can talk you through it. There's nothing to it. You just need to make some flat discs of rock. and,
Okay. She starts making, like, smaller baths to start just, like, doing it. They do it at
Wow.
steady speed.
Yeah, that's fine, except that the rocks all seem to be a set uniform size, and they're roughly twice the size of a house brick. So making little baths out of those is going to look...
Oh, can I not make them, like, more... Oh, they're crude. They can be crude. It's just that
Big
the idea of
baths.
doing it, like, by floating them through the air seems odd.
Well, you do this, and you can make avatars, but controlling them, you have to individually focus on them to make them move.
Okay, I thought it was more like programming a set of things to do, like, certain commands.
Yes and no. This is computer programming, but it's also magic. So there's an
I am
element there, and you are both. So you are in the perfect position, but it still has rules.
That's fine, okay. Alright, I guess so she starts doing that, hewing rock.
Make a Baphomet.
Yep.
Yeah, you're doing that. You're making this avatar, and you're getting what I can only describe as almost like the Microsoft Windows Word 1998 paperclip prompt.
The paperclip prompt.
Yeah. Which so it's basically there's something niggling at the back of your mind that's saying there's a better way of doing this.
It looks like you're trying to build a spaceship out of rock.
Do you listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it.
This doesn't happen on the screen, so you guys are unaware. And a very alien voice says to you, not in words, but they still appear in your mind. There are ways in which you can repair the starship.
He's thinking aggressively at you.
I'm going to do a quick sense motive check.
It doesn't seem to have a motive beyond basically trying to make your actions more efficient, you think?
Okay.
Because it basically says, the next sentence it says is, the Vesk has the inherent knowledge to repair the ship. You can acquire that knowledge and use it.
Okay, so she listens to it and goes, how would my friend help me do this better?
You have delved into the minds of others once already today.
Oh, okay. Alright. Turns back to V and says, V, I need to borrow... I do appreciate the verbal aid, but I need to borrow your mind for a moment.
There is none of that sentence I like.
Okay, well, if we do this, I'll buy you another pie.
There's one part of this sentence I like.
V,
Okay,
it's fine.
sounds good.
Just trust her. She's not going to do anything untoward. We trust
I don't like
Baph.
people poking around in my brain.
3
Feels
minutes later,
icky.
Baff does something untoward. Anyway, so, Baff, you are going to delve into V's mind?
As long as V's given permission.
Reluctantly and with extreme, trepidation.
V, it's fine. More pie.
I do this on the promise of pie and because I want to see my ship fixed up again.
Okay. V, make a fortitude roll.
Ooh.
Mm.
All the exotic rolls today.
Let's explore our character sheets, everyone.
Oh, okay, so I rolled 2.
Fucks.
And that's, so that's actually 6.
That's better, so 6.
For a total of 8.
V, because it's a little different this time, Baff is coming into your mind via an ancient battle station. It's, I'm going to say, sort of like square peg, really tiny square hole, but it's still push
Don't
it
you
in.
laugh. Sorry.
She's got to force herself in there.
You get some nosebleed. You get some nosebleed.
Yeah, literally, you do get a nosebleed and you do pass out.
V?
Oh no.
Baph, what did you do?
Sorry.
Did you just kill V?
No.
I told you they go mad.
Ryder's going to go over to V and, slap the side of their cheek. V? Come on, V, wake up. V! Oh,
The
great.
regent comes over and says, I think, is it Baff is your companion?
Yes, that's correct.
I've heard her call. Yes, she tried to go into his mind using the gestures around. It takes some people like that sometimes. They'll be fine.
Alright, as long as they're not dead.
Anyway, so Baff,
Do you fish?
you know,
Sorry.
you know how you went in to his mind and you got through all of his memories, but you got down to his inherent ability, which was that pearlescent sphere that you couldn't crack.
Yeah.
You go into V's mind, and you go down through V's disturbing memories.
Every time Bash goes into V's mind, it's like, oh, V, and then, oh, V.
There's a lot of trauma in there. You get down to V's pearlescent ability, and whereas you got in the region, it was like, oh, I can't really push this. You go, oh, I'm going to have a copy of that. And you make it, and basically you draw a second sphere out of the first, cup it in your hand, and then swallow it into your mouth. And you now have the ability to repair the Leica, and you know everything that's wrong with it, and you know exactly how to fix it. And the station facilitates you. Without even prompting, you look at the Leica, and there's a load of these stones now floating around it, orbiting it. And little red lasers come out and start welding.
Oh, that's actually way better than what I was going to do. I was going to stick rocks to the ship. That's much better, yeah.
I mean, you can.
I mean, it feels redundant now.
These beams make metal reshape and reform, as well as weld. They straighten out bent pipes, they fix the wings. Several hundred of them get under the Leica and lifted out of the water. and then after a moment, its gear deploys, and they set it back down again. You're sat there. Can you make another will roll, please?
Yeah, sure. And I am projecting this onto the screen as well, so the guys know that I am doing something with
Two of the guys. Two of the team know what's happening.
That's 29.
You're watching it, and it feels like all that focus slowly moves out the side of your head and just sits there next to you. Like it's running that process by itself. It means that you don't have to focus on it.
Okay.
For that task has been duplicated and put into its own thing next to you.
Alright, she turns back. Is V awake?
V is rising. Yeah.
V, buddy, you okay?
I want a pie.
What's darling? We'll get you a pie. Regent, can we get V some pie?
Here?
Can we order in? Do you order in?
It's fine.
Order in.
In lieu of pie, I will accept us never doing that again ever.
I can't have pie brought into the secret chamber.
Sorry, honestly,
have
we
anybody
will-
else see it.
We will teach you people about delivery. It will blow your mind. You want to get...
Baffy, we're about 1,000 years away from Deliveroo. I don't think these people are ready for it yet.
I think we can really change the way that they look at things on Tear about...
Why is my
The
nose
concept of a
bleeding?
delivery.
Imagine, you could just call up wheat and they would bring it to you, to your door.
My
And then a
mouth
pie.
tastes like metal.
Just in the background, just the big sound. Like he's coming out of anaesthetic.
As long as
Anyway.
we... Alright, we can move on, it's fine. Alright, so, we're still here, Baphomet's inside, but does she know how to, like, exit? Is it possible to exit this state, or is she stuck here for the meantime?
You aren't sure. You reckon you could probably throw yourself back into your original body? How easy it would be to come back into the station, you don't know.
Probably better to stay here until the ship's fixed at least, I guess.
Yes, that looks like it's probably going to take an hour at least.
Okay, so... what do you guys want to do then?
Yes, that's
The ship-
happening.
Yeah, that's good though. We thought it was going to take a couple of days. A couple of hours is banging.
That's acceptable compensation for meddling with my brain.
Can you do other things while this is happening, Baff? Or are you focused entirely on mending the ship?
No, I can do anything else. The system seems to just be doing it on its own.
Okay, try making some portals. See where we can go. Make one from this room to the marketplace.
Actually, she already made one from the room to the Leica, but we hadn't reset yet. Now that we've restarted, is the portal working?
The portal itself, when you did the full restart, sunk back into the ground.
Gotcha.
Once the stones have served their purpose, they seem to reset to their original position.
Okay, Baff, here's what I want to do. I want to go back to Leica, I want to get something to trade, then I want to go to the marketplace, get a pie, and come back to the room.
Little otter friend.
Huh? Oh, what's up,
Let
Regent?
me help you. And he takes out a drawing, and he draws a big, thick gold coin. And he says, get about 10 of the big ones.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm better now.
it just occurred to me now that could I just make coin?
No, you can't see
okay.
manufacturers.
Okay.
You're not allowed to.
You're a battle station, not a mint.
And think of the inflation, Baffy.
Right, you're right. Okay, let me try this. And so, the viewpoint, the view station that you guys are looking at, would expand into a. Well, no, it wouldn't expand. I've got to bring up the teleporter separately, so I'll do that. I'll bring one here and one up in the market. The only place in the market that she remembers is the pie seller, so it opens up right in front of the pie seller.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine he's like got his back to it, and he's still like, "Get your pies, everybody! Get your soup pies! We've got your beef, we've got your mash, we've got your."
Ryder is going to step through while he's saying and tap her golden coin on his sort of cellar stall.
Oh, can I help you, little lady? Oh, you're back.
Hello there, sir.
How did it go with the rates?
I think you're going to see a very steep change in the market in your favour very soon.
Ooh, that's good.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
can I have some pie, please? 10 of them. And she puts the gold coin on the table. 10 big ones, please.
It lands with a weighty. He leans over and he picks it up, and he does that thing where he doesn't move from his spot until he's finished examining this coin.
Yeah.
Does the bite? I think it's all
And he does the thing where he bites it in his teeth.
Yeah. To make sure it's real.
Wow. So it went really well with the Regent then.
I think
10,
so,
you
yeah.
say?
Yes, please.
Yeah, and that coin doesn't go in his coin purse. That goes in a pocket on his breast. Yeah. He turns around. Right. 10 of the big ones.
Yes, please.
And he pulls them out, and the scent of freshly baked pie just wafts out of the ovens, basically.
That's the good stuff. Can the others see Ryder through the portal at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to lean back and give them a thumbs up.
Did the I guess the pie sellers use the portals?
Yeah, everyone in the town, like, it wasn't like, portal, but it
Okay,
happened, they
alright.
just got out of the way.
Everyone and their mum uses portals around here.
So, basically, it takes a minute, but he says, I can't really give you... Hang on a second. And he takes the top row of boards off of his stand, puts all 10 pies on it, and gives them to you.
Thank you very much, sir. You have a good day.
Right, best of luck to
Walking
you.
out with your own weight and
Right, well, let's get the pie subplot done. You get the 10 pies into the room.
Finally, we're done. Now we're sorted. Let's go home.
Right, sod the warhead, we're done.
Who needs the warhead? We've got a moon.
That makes pies.
That makes
feel like we
pies.
We can actually make a deal with pie seller to put food in the warhead. I mean, our warhead, not the warhead.
Well-
that'd be long distance pie delivery.
We can
Yeah, but think about it. They'd be completely. You'd never get anywhere else.
we can certainly start serving food at the bar.
Mm. so the pies are over. We're done. Pies are done.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, the DM was about to put a fucking gun in it. Right.
You're not done with that accent yet.
So,
Okay.
what's the plan to get the warhead off Arkham?
Well, we still don't know
Sorry.
anything about this Thumia place where the warhead's kept, or if it even is kept there.
Can fill us in. Have you ever been to Thumia? Do you know anything of it?
My people have not left this planet in centuries, but I can tell you what it's like from what we were told, from the stories handed down to us.
Go on.
It's
Yeah.
a strange place. There are cities all over it, made of stone and glass, and buildings that tower to the sky, much like my castle. And yet, much like here, there are fields where people work crops and cattle. It's a place where if you thought the level of technology here was a mix, and it is doubly so on the moon.
They have a tower to the sky, like a space elevator.
A space elevator.
Do they have a really tall tower?
I wouldn't know, I've never been.
Interesting.
But if you're here for his power, the station is equipped with sensors, I suppose.
Sounds a lot like could be a space elevator to me, which would explain.
If it's got
Wait,
sensors on it,
would this battle station control the whole sensor array that we came through, or just the battle station?
Have you tried?
I don't know if it would look really, really obvious if all of the sensor arrays turned inward suddenly. We wouldn't want to let anybody know, but I guess I can just do a quick sweep of my own abilities.
why don't you?
I will.
Yeah.
Doing it now.
Will roll, please.
Okay.
I will.
28.
All right. You sort of sink back into yourself to sort of gauge your abilities, and you're sat there thinking, "No, the sensor array. That's part of me. No, I can control this." And you move to manipulate the sensor away, and suddenly, some great shadow passes between you and the sensor array, and it is formless, and it prevents you from touching.
Some kind of ice.
I suppose it would be foolish of him to have built all this protective equipment and then allowed it to be remotely off.
This doesn't feel like technology entirely. Okay, if I can't use sensor array, can I still look at Thumia?
You retreat back from the sensor away, and the shadow fades.
Yeah, something's blocking me.
Is there a firewall out, Beth?
Yeah.
Can you turn it off?
Oh, I'll try, I guess, with a real wall. Or if I can or not.
I mean, you look for the shadow, and you can't sense it. Merely what it does to you, which is it prevents you from touching things. You move out to the center away, and the shadow reappears, but it's like trying to grab the absence of light.
Seems like I'm missing some kind of, I don't know, authorization, maybe. I don't want to risk messing with this thing just in case it alerts anyone.
Yeah.
Maybe once I've gotten a better handle on this whole thing. But for now, and I'm going to turn back to Thumia to get a look at what we're dealing with here. Technology-wise, maybe if there is a space elevator.
You go to look at Thumia, and you project yourself towards it. And you only go so far from the station before you're halted. Simply by, not by a shadow this time, but you feel by the physical limitations of this technology.
Ah.
You can, however, get a good view of the planet. And it is much like he described. It is Earth-like. The cities are laid out in a spherical pattern around what can only be described as central spires, and it does look like they go all the way to space.
Yeah.
So this is like a technologically advanced looking planet, like we're used to.
Yeah, it does. It looks exactly like you used to. But the more you look at it, the more you realise that a lot of these cities are abandoned. The ones that have life in them, there are lights. You can sense it. But there are others that don't. Or there are some that are very faint. And then you're sensing a bit more, and your attention is drawn to this singular point. And you look at it, and you realise, oh, of course, it's part of the defence system. That's where the warheads are kept.
Alright.
It's just obvious to you.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you keep warheads there? Well, I am projecting everything I see to the others.
Yep. And on the screen...
I guess the regent, well, he isn't there still.
Yeah, just quickly, on the screen, it comes up in a language you don't understand, but then translates, and it says, Warheads, complement 1 of 45.
Of 45?
1 of 45. So there is one left out of the 45 that were there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. I thought you meant that's just one of them out of the 45.
Yeah.
Oh no, that would have been cooler. I wish I'd done that.
Of planet destroying warheads?
It's not too late to retcon it.
Yeah.
No, it is too late to retcon. No, that would be. I'd have nowhere to go with that then. There is one left out of the 45 that were there.
This guy's been busy.
Yeah, I don't like that. Someone who's been willing to use that kind of power 44 times? That's not somebody you want wandering the galaxy.
Well, however, he's only got one of these things left, and if we can take it, he'll have no power left.
Has to be.
Bath, can I have a perception roll, please?
15, 23.
Yeah, that's enough. You're aware that the array around the solar system, part of it has just shut off. And make another perception roll, please.
21.
Oh, okay. A bulk freighter has just made its way through the barrier towards Thumia.
Like the one we saw before?
Very similar, but not the same.
Okay.
Anyway, you can spy on them.
Yeah, I bring it up on screen so the guys can see.
Yeah, you guys are confronted with a very similar looking thing. It's got a few less pods this time, if you will. But
that's
it looks
not my one.
It looks like a ship. It's different colours. It's got a different tug on the front of it. Bath, the longer you stare at it, the more information you gain. This appears to be carrying organic substances to the planet.
Organic substances? Like organic life or like fruit and veg?
Like fruit and veg.
Okay.
But what's more interesting is the fact that apparently someone else can remotely disable part of the array to allow ships through.
Oh, it was remotely done.
You didn't do it.
Of course.
Yeah, I guess it was probably Arkan. Or the Arkan. I imagine he might have a power similar to yours.
Oh, that's troubling.
Can I try and turn one off, like, a bit further away? See if I can do it too.
No, you tried to interact.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I
that
got
was
shadow.
Shadow.
Shadow. Well, then I guess whoever's got control of the other side of this is a little bit more than me, I think.
That's very troubling.
I know, right? I can do this, and she makes some orcs dance.
Bath, can I have one more sort of passive perception roll, please? Just because you're sort of looking around.
Yeah, 25.
The longer you study Thumia, the more you become aware of it and its surroundings. What's more impressive right now is that you've suddenly noticed that there appears to be a fleet of various different types of vessels stationary over Thumia. The longer you look at them, the more info you get on them.
It seems like a warlord's cartel. I don't sense that I'm being like looked back at, so I guess I keep looking at more information. Sure.
Make another perception roll.
Yep. Of course. 23.
You're looking at these ships, and then suddenly the computer voice says to you, "Hide." And conceptually, you sequester yourself away in the shadow of something, your presence.
Yeah.
As another presence, with the shadow hanging off the back of it, moves past you, and it is a silver gilt mask, no one wearing it, just empty, with all of these intricate sort of pattern works over the face.
Majora.
Behind it is this black shadow that all at once seems to reach to the array and nowhere. And it moves past you to the grain shipment. And it stops and it hovers over the grain shipment for a moment. And then it comes back. It stops and it looks at one of the warships. And then it moves away. Bearing in mind it's covering like distances of intergalactic space like that, like you are.
It feels like a shark.
A little bit. It's monolithic and predatory.
Sebastian just whispers, like, there's something else here, another presence.
It's and it moves left and right. And up and down.
Is it calibrating?
Bath goes quiet immediately.
Yeah. And then after a moment, it turns and it regards the station, and then it regards the ships around it, and then it moves on.
Okay, do I sense it here anymore, or has it moved away from...
It's moved away from the fleet.
Okay. So, Bass comes back on screen and goes, there's something else in here. It's... I can't describe it, it's just data, but it's this huge presence. And whatever it is, it's definitely controlling the array, and it seems to be scanning everything that comes in and out. It might be how it knows to turn off the array or not.
Why does something that powerful need a paltry little warhead?
Well, this is the thing. There's nothing. There's whatever is on Thumia. Whatever's on Thumia, there's not many people. It just seems to be mostly clustered around this one area. If they can't, maybe they can't grow anything there. Maybe the planet's diseased or dead. Maybe that's why they keep, bringing in shipments of food.
Or
Shipment
irradiated.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Or they used the weapon on themselves for some reason. Or the weapon didn't even originate from there and it was used on there as a precursor to 10
I think we do know that it didn't originate from there. But we don't know how they got it.
We don't have enough information to take this thing yet. There's still too many unknown factors.
They've definitely got a fleet as well. And she'll, again, brings up the screen to show the fleet. We probably couldn't fly through this.
Oh, I don't know
bring
about
up-
that.
Not
bring
in
up the
disguise.
Radar. No, radar's not there. Ryder and V, you both have more of a military background than Bath. Can you make
It's not hard.
piloting profession rolls, please?
Sure.
Ooh. 16.
31, yeah.
31.
Just so you want me to add piloting onto that?
Yeah, profession piloting.
My profession.
Sorry.
Yeah, my profession is mech repair.
That'll do. You've worked
Okay.
on lots of ships. Yeah, that was your backstory, wasn't it? You were
Total 20. A ship maker.
ship maker, yeah.
Risk taker, ship maker, heartbreaker.
Okay, well, so V, you look at these ships and you realise that the way planets usually build is they'll build in a certain style. The Vesk Empire has one, the Islanti Empire has one, the free races have one, the pirates are a little more motley. You're looking at a collection of ships from all over the star systems. You're looking at Islanti boats, you're looking at free races boats, you're looking at pirate boats, there's a Vesk ship in there.
A flotilla.
So either he's acquired these through coercion or through complicitness, but this army isn't necessarily his. Could be just conscripts, could be captured ships, could be...
Baffy, you said some of those cities were abandoned. Can you tell if anyone's on those ships?
If I get too close, I think I might be spotted.
We can't use a sensor array either.
No. I mean, I can try. I'll just try and be stealthy about it.
Oh. Do you want a hand with that? Said Ryder reluctantly.
Can I delve into Ryder's mind and get some stealth tips, or is that not a thing?
That's probably not really a thing. With
Okay.
repairing a mechanical entity like the Leica, that's different. The advantage that Ryder has isn't necessarily her stealth abilities, it's that she's small and wriggly.
Oh, thanks.
No, I get it. We would need like a computer guy anyway for that. It would be like a hacking type thing rather than like a not being spotted like a ninja thing.
Yeah, and it's hard as well because you've never experienced anything like this in your life before.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Do you guys want me to try? I can give it a go, but this is a powerful presence we're dealing with.
It's up to you, Baff. It's your call. I don't know what it's like in there.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much all just bearing to you on this one.
We know how to make portals. We know how to repair a ship. Just trying to give us as much of an advantage as possible before we go in guns blazing.
Regent, is there anything? I mean, not to dampen your spirits, but I'm obviously better at this than you are. Is there anything you need?
In what way?
I don't know. I mean, you mentioned that you were having trouble raising your civilization out of the dirt. Perhaps I can help.
We will find our own way to the stars, but thank you. I do appreciate the offer.
As you wish. I don't want to step out of the consciousness, but I don't know where I can take it, other than literally taking the war machine to there and blowing people up. It does. It has a giant laser. So, if nothing else, if you guys want to try and fly, thread the needle, as it were, and I just blast the fuck out of these guys, you can do that.
That's one way of doing it.
Yeah, yikes.
We're going to have to be incredibly good at piloting to fly into an explosion, grab a warhead, and fly out of it.
Oh, you guys can handle it fine. We never crash or anything. We always... Unbidden, you bring something into like a crashing like 1,000 times.
V and Ryder side-eye each other. Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
You guys are great pilots. We don't have any trouble. If only radar could see us now. Okay, I've
that's a good plan. It's a great plan. However, let's discuss alternative.
Yes, that's plan A. We'll put a pin in that.
Of course. So, what's plan B?
We can still try and make a portal to Thumio. We haven't tried that yet. V, any ideas?
That's what I was thinking. If we can get straight down onto the planet's surface, we've got a good idea that most of it seems to be uninhabited.
Yeah, open a portal
That's
somewhere
true,
uninhabited on this place.
Okay, alright.
Ryder is munching on pie at this point.
Oh yeah, V's been working their way through them.
One by one.
Perhaps eyeing the pies with her million eyes and all with disdain.
There are now 8 pies. The Regent has eaten one.
Even the Regent.
The Regent is eating one. He likes pies, isn't it?
Alright, so the view will zoom back onto the planet, I guess, and I'm going to try and make a portal there. I'm going to try and reach out if I can at all. Actually, does it look like the same hexagonal stuff that's on our rock?
You try to get to the planet, and again, you come up short.
Yeah, I couldn't quite reach.
It's worth a try at least.
Actually, give me 1 second. And she's going to reach out and try to find the golem, because it wasn't.
We blew it up.
But it must be something on the planet that created it.
You fall back through your systems, and there was several, actually, of these pads that could make these things. But as you're trying to call them all up, they're all giving you different errors.
See, I want to know where it came from. Obviously, the region didn't do it, and it came from here, not from not from the moon, not from Tur's moon. So, who did it?
It's probably going to be these crystal fellas, isn't it?
Well, they're all gone.
I get a feeling that whatever made this fully extinct at this point.
Maybe, but if it was like here's what I'm thinking. If it was some kind of like automatic safety system, why one golem ship that we bested? Why not just shoot through that laser?
Maybe they deem it overkill for a single ship. That seems more like a entire planet killer than a deal with one pesky ship. It'd be like nuking your front garden.
Because there's bugs in it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can't tell who sicked the golem on us. It's just some kind of automatic system. Is that right?
You can call up a design that you'd want to put on these pads. The pads won't allow it, but you can study the design. These things are automated.
But only one came out. That's still weird.
I think it's just the last one. The rest of them have all been
either destroyed or lost somewhere.
Oh, they're actually like they were in hangars or something. I thought they'd been like just built from the ground like everything else is.
Well, this thing may have just been in space when we arrived here.
Oh, see, I thought it came from the moon towards
No,
us.
it came from behind the moon, if you remember.
Right. Actually, you know what? I want to. What was the name of the other continent that they mentioned? They mentioned there was like there were dragons there.
You can go to Fantasy Dragonland if you want.
Yeah, I want no fancy dragons.
So you go there, and you are basically confronted with medieval China.
Oh. Nothing here that seems to be any different then. Just another.
You cannot detect any fucking dragons.
Oh, what the shit?
Oh, sorry, Bath. I didn't think that was real.
I thought there would be.
No, humans write dumb stories for each other.
Yeah, a giant flying lizard is just implausible. It's crazy.
You know
Without
that dragons
trace of
are like a
irony.
thing in Starfighter, right?
Yes.
There's like a whole race of them.
No, I just like the idea of V saying that.
Okay. I suppose you're right. Well,
So
never
the
mind.
star lizard.
Yeah, tracks the camera back from Space China. Medieval China, sorry. Fine. How long till the ship's fixed, do you think? Because I feel like at this point we should probably...
It's done.
It sounds.
Oh, it's done?
It's done.
That was
Oh.
Yes, you've been literally sat here fumbling around for a fucking hour, so I was doing it in real time. It's done.
There's a ding noise.
We keep getting moon blocked at every opportunity.
We are plotting a daring raid on a entirely unknowable, unknown, heavily defended, fortified world surrounded by a fleet of potentially captured or
Derelict
indentured
ships, yeah.
or
It's just
derelict
the one
ships.
fleet, actually.
Alright, well, the ship's done. What's the plan?
Well, first things first,
Okay.
Baffy, can you project yourself back into your body? We need to know you can get out of the moon, if needs be.
That's a good point. Alright, stand back.
Stand
I
back.
think I don't know what happens if...
Stand back from the planet.
I guess, yep, stand back. And she projects herself backwards into her own body.
Baffy is now a pie.
This moon doesn't sell wheat.
You project yourself into the pie.
Yes, finally!
It's gone full circle because now you are B2. You are the potato mash entity.
Oh no, I hate this now. No, I changed my mind.
Mash bath. No, you
Mashament.
you concentrate, and all of a sudden you are thrust back into your body, and all of the power and the might that you had and everything like that is instantly left behind, and you are left feeling very, very cold, very, very small, but you're very much back in your body.
Several rocks clattered to the ground, smash on
Yeah,
the
literally
ground.
everything.
They're not being held up anymore.
Everything
Ah.
turns off. Everything collapses.
Like,
One of the pies is a casualty.
Oh! I was going to eat that.
I like that between V and Ryder we've got 10 pies. So nine pies, of which each pie contained 3 pies.
Yes, Ryder is slightly fatter at this point.
Oh god.
She's going to say, "Oh, Baff, I mean, are you okay?"
You ate all those pies? That's disgusting.
I mean, I helped.
I'm fine. It's weird, but I'm fine.
So, what was it like to be a moon? Sorry, planet, she says to the priest.
He gives you
I
a slight
blame
lump.
Yeah. It was pretty nice, but I wouldn't stay there.
Okay.
It's intoxicating. This whole thing is one big powder keg. There's so much power here. I was just scratching the surface with these rocks and fixing the Leica.
Yeah, well done on that bar.
Yeah, good
Oh
job.
yeah, no, good. No, that's fine. She looks longingly at the rocks and stuff. That's fine. I'm
Do
glad.
not move.
Don't worry, Braff, you may get an opportunity to move them again, if we can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
You're
Shall
probably
we,
the only one that can do that.
Oh, I'm sure we could teach you a thing or two.
Is a point.
We can't do anything unless the moon people are defeated.
I'm sorry. The moon people.
V's just gonna like.
on Thumia.
V's
No,
just
I
gonna
know.
point-
It's so
point upwards.
twee. It's just so bad. Like the moon people. We're going to defeat the moon people.
Bath, just
Don't
humor them.
antagonise him, Baff.
And then once that's done, let's see what happens from there.
Once that's done, we have your word that you will still honor our friendship, right?
Of course. Why, what, do you think we're going to suddenly come up in arms and burn you as witches?
I did not think that.
I
I'm thinking
didn't think
now.
that until you said it.
No, now you said it.
We didn't say that, Regent. You did.
Yes, well, allow me to assuage your fears. That's not going to happen.
I think we could leave some kind of transceiver with the Regent. Maybe if we need anything, any kind of aid, we can immediately contact him. And if he's able to, waving at the Regent, then he will happily do so as our friend.
Certainly, but what I could do, I do not know.
Well, I guess we'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
That's V's expression.
I know. It's good. Do we have like a transceiver we can give him or something? Some kind of way of contacting him? I don't want to make a link with this guy.
You could give him a data pad. If he'd know how to use it, I'm not sure.
Do they have them here?
No, you've not seen
no.
any touchscreen.
The closest thing we've seen is a CRT display, so
Oh,
Yeah.
good point. Ugh.
these people are not ready for that kind of tech.
Can you give him like a quick rundown of how to receive a phone call on Skype?
It's like teaching your grandma how to use Skype.
You sign in here. No, don't let's cancel. Okay.
No, double click.
Can we? Do we teach him how to use how to use it?
You could just psychically link with him, Bath.
I don't want to link with him. Like she says this to. Oh, wait, I can't psychic speak to you. She says in comms, so he can't hear. I don't want to link with this guy.
Why not?
I don't know. There's something about this place.
Spent enough time inside of it, I guess we'll take your word on that. And if you don't want to do weird brain stuff at him, then
Sure, I'm
Yes,
not going
we
to tell
can't-
you to do weird brain
can't
stuff.
say fair
You
than
don't
that.
want to. Usually you're the first one to want to do weird brain stuff to people.
I know. Usually I love weird brain stuff, but I don't know.
This ain't it.
This ain't it.
in any case, there wouldn't be much that you'd be able to do to help us anyway. If we're up
Yeah,
there.
he doesn't seem particularly like outgoing to lend his aid. He's more like just like let's see how you guys do first.
I figure you probably see this as a win-win situation, doesn't it? Either he gets rid of us or he gets rid of them.
I mean, we're not antagonistic towards him. You know what? All right. I'll use my burner mind.
Your burner mind. Yes.
Oh, what?
You know when you get a burner phone?
Like a drug dealer phone tie.
Yeah,
Oh,
one you can throw away afterwards.
Okay, you try and make the link with him, and he's like, I'm sorry, but no.
No, I did. Good. I didn't want to either. That's fine. Good.
Okay.
It's not
Well,
awkward.
it's got weird and awkward quick, so
Like, considering you've been stood there for about 5 minutes now, like, having clearly silent conversations he's not party to.
And then try to crawl
he holds
inside
it-
his mind.
Yeah, and then you try to crawl inside his mind.
Well, to
he
be fair,
holds it
we
down and says,
could have spoken more,
Look.
but I don't feel like.
You are strangers here, and I have to look at this from a ruler's perspective. If you go and you fail, nothing here changes for us, and we can get by. If you go and you succeed, we're free to do as we wish. I have to view this as a no-loss scenario. All of the freedom, when you succeed, will come in time. But we have to find that. We can't have somebody come down to our planet from the stars and give us this information, because within 2 or 3 generations, they will be a god.
Baffy, do you remember when I sat you down and watched Star Trek with you and told you about the Prime Directive? I think this is what he's talking about now.
I do love Jean-Luc Picard.
Mm-hmm. Don't we all?
He wouldn't want this. All right. Okay. All right.
He wouldn't want it.
Picard wouldn't want it, so okay.
are you talking about those historical documentaries again?
Yes.
It's really fascinating watching. You should check it out. It starts off a bit weird, but it's very good.
Season 1's trash, don't bother. So, we've got 2 plans. We form a portal near Thumia, and another one on the other side of the moon. We fly like a 7 through the portal on the other side of the moon, appear next to Thumia, rocket in, grab the warhead, rocket out, and are never seen again.
I suppose the main issue with that plan, no idea where the war exactly is, or what's defending it, or how to get to it.
Oh, I know where it is. Yeah, I know.
We do know where it is.
And I think I know how we can actually make a portal towards Thumia. If we built another golem ship and then put a portal on its back, we could fly through it.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Oh god! We'd have to get it close enough, but I
I
don't
suppose
see
the
why
other
it
problem
wouldn't
is,
work.
didn't we find out that none of the golem building tech was operational anymore?
I think all the golems were gone. I think that was the last one. We could build a new.
Yeah, you could build a new one. You've
If-
seen what they
if
look
you think
like.
you can
You've
do
seen
it.
how they move.
But you'd have to remain inside the planet to control it.
Oh,
And also, this thing took 3 volleys of nuclear missiles from Leica 7. It's going to be pretty sturdy.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to build. It doesn't even have to look like a spaceship. We could just build like just a big sphere.
Certainly.
That would provide the Leica with protection from the golems out of therm while it was still inside. We could even get through the flotilla.
I like this plan. I like this plan a lot.
If you think you can do it. I mean, it wouldn't be subtle, but
Subtlety only gets you so far. Talking as someone who can disappear.
you like all. We get death raid because of this, and I'm blaming you.
Stop
You
blaming
always
people.
say that.
I'll stop blaming people when people stop being to blame.
What's your plan then, V?
I figure stealth across to that tower, latch onto it somewhere nice and inconspicuous, climb down onto the planet's surface, identify the best way to get to the warhead, clear a path for our ship, fly in, grab it, fly out,
That's certainly the most strategic thing to do, but what happens if we get spotted?
run away, hide, good idea,
Oh.
cause a distraction, blow something up, throw a
Oh.
rocket something,
Wait, this is my plan, but it's
diplomacy.
with more steps.
It's good to have a backup plan. Okay, should we do V's one and then Bap's
All right.
plan?
Well, the problem with the plan with that is that if V's plan doesn't work, I have to be here to control a golem.
You're the only one of us that can do that, Baph. Do you think you can handle that power again?
I can handle that. That's fine.
Are you sure?
Yep. That's fine. I am. Hang on 1 second. And she goes over to the back over to the throne and jacks in.
Sorry, are you trying to get back into the planet?
Yeah.
You better make a roll.
20.
You sit there and you project yourself like you did last time and just reflect off the surface.
Wait, I can't get in.
You can't get in.
Baph?
Is this a planetary-sized intervention?
I can't interface.
Try again, but concentrate this time.
All right. Okay. Sit there. Close your eyes. Should I roll? I mean, am I? So here's the thing. Am I locked out or am I rolling low? I know it's meta, but I don't know.
The way you ask that question is you say, I'm taking 20. Which is 20 attempts to get it, and it's assumed that in that point you'll roll your highest.
Well, then I can't get in. I guess we just have to do this our own way.
All right. Well, I guess we're doing V's plan then.
I guess it hops down.
You're taking the loss of being able to control unlimited power very well.
Nope, that is fine.
I'm proud of you.
I don't think it is fine. I think she's going to make us pay for this later.
I guess we just make our way through the portal to the Leica then. We've pretty much got all we can here.
Oh, no, the portal's gone. When you came out of it, everything...
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh man, gotta walk an entire day back to the Leica.
Oh.
Looking at the region, can we borrow some cards, please?
Well, here, come with me.
Oh, wait, no, the region can make turtles.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, he steps out of the room.
You just can't do
Walks
this.
up the corridor past the quiet giant, back up into his throne room. I'm guessing you follow him
Yeah.
with your tray of pies.
Well,
Oh, there's no pies. There's no pie left.
The
One of them
region
got
has
squished by falling rocks.
Yep.
V and Ryder between them ate an indeterminate,
So,
and
7.
So, would it be safe to say that you arrive in the throne room with your indeterminate amount of pies?
yes. Carry on.
And he says, I'm guessing you can't do it anymore.
I mean,
He holds out his hands and he concentrates, and nothing happens.
or he can't do it either?
That's never happened before.
Buffy, did you switch something off while you were in there?
No, I didn't. I don't think so.
Okay. I think you may have triggered some sort of security system on Thumia, and now everyone's locked out.
you need to find the admin.
Fine. This the power was always a gift, but it's something that I suppose I should have known could have been revoked at any time. The quicker you solve this, the quicker we can all move on.
You're taking this awfully well.
Yeah, you took that surprisingly well.
I've had hundreds of years to contemplate a lot of things. One is, what would I do if I lost this power? And the answer is, I'd still have to rule.
Are there other nodes? Or is this the only one?
This is the only one I know of.
There may be other ones elsewhere on the planet.
Maybe there's one in medieval China.
Might be worth a look. But I think we should get on with this now, because if we have activated a security system, that means someone's watching.
That's true. We should go. We are going to need that carriage.
Yeah, can we get some sort of cart back to Leica 7? Do you have one of those buzzards that...
yes, a buzzard-drawn carriage. That'd be so good.
He holds up a finger and he claps his hands. And a menial basically enters through a side door and he says, "Yes, my lord." He says, "Could you prepare a carriage for our visitors here? They will be heading back to the town, and then back to the coast to their ironbird." And the menial's like, "Certainly, my lord." Turns around, just scutters off. They'll be ready in about 5 minutes. You're most welcome. Thank you for the pie.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for giving us the gold to be able to buy them.
Of course. Now, please, the dawn of my people may await. The quicker you go out of that door. And he gestures to the big throne room doors at the back.
Right.
Which swing open as he points at them.
As in, like, they open normally, or as in...
You didn't detect any magic.
I think he probably just has someone open the door for him.
Yeah,
Imagine that was your whole job to open the door when it's dramatic.
He is the goddamn king of this place. He can...
Plus two very bored menials, like, holding the door open.
Hey, if they're paid to be there.
Nothing else happens on this planet. It's medieval moon.
I'm pretty excited, I guess, yeah.
That must be
It's
the most
medieval moon.
exciting thing that's happened in those menials' days for
It's
weeks.
medieval moon without the war, so it's even more boring.
Yep. The backstabbing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't... Well, up until now, you couldn't backstab the Regent family because they all had near total control.
Superpowers,
Yeah. It must have been a really... It's like a really boring game of Civilization.
Yep.
Now, that's the thing. You went through his memories.
Hmm.
The Regent is mortal. He just seems to be incredibly long-lived.
Yeah. A couple of 100 years.
He knows he can die.
Sure hope that ability wasn't tied to his ability.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh, good
that's the
point.
thing, isn't it?
Okay,
Just to the door.
Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck on your journey.
Thank you,
For all our
Regent.
sakes.
We shall... Well, I'm sure you'll find out if we succeed or fail very, very shortly.
Indeed. Adieu.
Adieu.
Actually,
Bless
Bye.
you.
So, what, do you guys leave?
Yes.
yeah,
In a
Right, I'm
dramatic
basically-
walk out the door.
I'm going to fast forward you now. You make your way through the castle, you get to the yard. There is a carriage with... It looks like a buzzard, but it doesn't have the horns.
It's bigger.
And it's bigger and it's stockier.
It's huge.
I can try and pet it.
Horn bomb
There's
was
a-
better.
There's a carriage driver sat there, done up in his medieval finery, waiting for you, looking thoroughly bored.
Oh, Baffy, this guy's waiting for us. Come on, let's get in.
Oh, right.
I don't like that one's
yeah.
feet either.
The feet are fine.
They're not. They're all... Oh. Just get in.
She gets in. Because to Bath, hooves look like massive nails that you could paint. So she can
Just go for it.
Bath, that's because, as far as you're concerned, they are.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, oh, this is great. I'm going to do this later.
And he doesn't say anything, he just goes, "Yeah," and the carriage giddies up, makes its way down the long winding road to the town. It takes about 15 minutes to reach the town. It goes through the market space. You see the pie vendor, who he's got a load of people sort of around him, basically. He's sat at the thing and he's holding up the coin and he's gesturing and clearly telling a story.
Ryder's going to lean out the window and wave to him and whistle.
Alright, he doesn't notice you.
Oh.
How much was that coin worth, guys?
About 10
About 10 pies, apparently.
Oh, so we didn't get ripped off. He just like sold a lot of pie.
Well, we didn't get ripped off in any case because there wasn't our
We
coin.
would give
so.
him the coin, but...
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
I figure the Regent's probably got a good handle on the point ratio.
The coin situation.
Yes. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I was going to suggest taking some gold out of the soul collector and making money out of that, but oh well. Next time.
Wait, did we? Oh, he said he was going to give him a solar collector, so he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You make your way down the path that you walked up, through the gate with the bored-looking town guards, who don't even look at you as you go through. They're used to carriages. You make your way down, you get to, what's his name, Mr. Sweet's farm, and the carriage stops.
Our ship's a little further than this, though, isn't it?
Yes, but you ran out of road, if you remember. It's on the forest path.
Oh, well, I was expecting to be driven all the way there in style.
Ryder's going to
climbing down, complaining about it.
Ryder's going to knock on the roof to the driver. Are we there yet?
The driver just literally has jumped off and just walked past your window to the back of the carriage.
Oh, I think we're here.
Bab's used to people like drivers like getting her luggage and stuff, but she's not.
You don't even have any luggage. What are you like?
No, but she's used to people doing that, so she's like, yeah, they don't talk to you, they just do their jobs.
It's a bit rude. Oh well. Ryder's going to hop out the carriage and get her bearings.
Alright, you get out the carriage and you see that the carriage driver has basically picked up a fresh solar collector off the back of the carriage and is talking to Mr. Sweet, who waves at you over his shoulder.
Ryder's going to wave back.
He waves. He goes back to talking to the guy.
Right, looks like we're done here. Let's make our way back to the ship. I want to see these repairs you've done, Bath.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I really think I came to like from a different angle. I think I really made a real pop with the changes I made. You're gonna love it.
You didn't repaint it, did you?
No. No. There's no paint on this planet.
Oh, okay.
She says flawlessly.
Yeah, I was going to say, if
Ran
you
out
could
of
have,
purple.
would you?
So what do you guys do? You're stood by the carriage.
We're going to start trotting back to Leica 7, back to the coast.
Alright, okay. Do you want to just time skip back to the Leica then, yeah?
Yeah.
As well, as long as we don't encounter any more buzzards.
Unless we see any more buzzards.
Alright, we hit the time skip button, and it's much like the 1960s Adam West Batman, where it goes brrrr, and you find yourself at the Leica. So basically, everything Bath told you about giving it a new line was bullshit. The Leica has been rudimentally repaired.
Oh, it looked much better in your projection.
Yeah, this looked a lot better when you were imagining.
Well,
Yes,
that's
because it
how-
went
I
through
mean-
Bath's imagination.
Yeah, you're seeing. Alright.
I mean, as long as it's airtight, it'll do. But
Wait, I use your mind for this. This is your.
this is like if I told someone to do it, but the person I told to do it had no arms.
That's what happened. So that's
Basically
fair.
what happened, yeah.
She didn't have any
I mean-
arms, she had a planet.
I mean, you've clearly done your best, and I'm sure it's structurally fine.
Having a massive shock.
It looks lovely, Bath. It looks absolutely lovely. V, let's run a diagnostic when we get on board to see if it'll fucking fly.
These started running diagnostics before they even got on board. There's like
Yeah.
quietly tapping on the data pad.
I'm not going to make you roll for it. The diagnostics come back. The ship is functional. Everything works. It's just
Hull
it's probably-
integrity. You know that thing where someone's like doing the like hand thing where they tip their hand side to side?
Yeah, sort of wiggling its head like.
Hull integrity.
No, it's fine. The Leica, mechanically, from our game's perspective, is restored to full hit points and systems. It's
Sweet.
fully functional.
Wait.
It's functional.
Alright. So, let's go over the plan real quick. We take off, go into stealth mode, approach the planet, Thumia, try and sneak our way past the flotilla in orbit. We make our way to where the warhead is located. Bath, you're going to have to lead me on it.
Okay.
And we go down, we check out how big it is and if we can sneak it on board the ship. And then we fly away, back to the warhead, have a nice cold pint and wait for all this to blow over.
Just to double check, what do we do about the flotilla? That's a lot of ships, and I couldn't get a good reading of it.
It depends. We've got no idea of whether they're actually functional or whether they're
Well, we
just...
do know from B4 that this is a warlord we're dealing with. He'll have, at the very least, some kind of military force.
Either way,
I-
Leica 7 is not in any state to engage a flotilla of ships.
No. I mean,
If only we had some kind of giant golem machine that would help us. That would be. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, V?
from the outsider's perspective, I reckon this warlord probably didn't expect anyone he doesn't want to get inside his system to be inside his system. So there's a potential that his defences are going to be slightly less zealous around
Keep
him.
in mind that whatever he's got for defenses is beyond like a big ship. This is some kind of like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a big powerful presence in the mystic space. This isn't just a guy with a gun.
But it didn't spot you while you were in there, so it still has some form of sensors that can be duped, subterfuged.
I guess so.
Which works in our favour.
I feel like I missed a trick by not trying to convert more voice of the battle station.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I really missed a trick there. Is there any way that I can reach out, even faintly, no control, just to touch the mind?
You try, and again you reflect off of some kind of surface. There's something has been put in your way that prevents you from going back, and
which means that we may have been clocked then.
Or it could have been that the voice recognized you as a foreign user and rejected you.
Oh well.
Bath? There were those crystal entities in the...
Yes. I sparkle.
Yeah, there were those crystal entities in the castle. You didn't detect anything from them, did you?
No, it was like having a memory played back.
Right. I'm wondering what makes them tick, because if we can talk to one of them, maybe they can give us some answers.
I wonder what happened to the first pilot.
Do you know what? I'll give you this one. Make 2 intelligence rolls for me and give me the numbers, please.
Okay.
Baffy or all of us?
Okay. 10. 19.
Okay, that's plenty. Before you projected the screen up for the other 2 to see, you actually went through the machine's whole memories. You didn't dwindle on 2 of the 4 activations, but you did get a look, and the second activation was right after the first, where it fired at something you didn't know what. You were just told to fire at something you did. The third one is another firing, but there's a massive gap in between the 2, between 2 and 3. And the fourth one is you awakening to feel that you are being stabbed by thousands of needles. And then
Acupuncture.
you go to sleep, and then you go to sleep again. And those were the 2 memories of the thing.
It sounds like this moon isn't anything to do with the Ark. Not really. It sounds like the moon may have been subjugated at some point.
Much like the citizens of this entire moon could have been.
Right, exactly.
Bath. Have a plot point.
Hey. It also makes sense because that's why the voice would have told me to hide, being complacent as a machine.
Yeah.
Shit, I wish I'd spoken to it more now. I was so busy trying to figure out how to bloody plan it.
The voice was the first pilot.
Piss. Says
Well-
Bath.
Well, if we can show this voice, this presence, that we're on its side, maybe it'll help us voluntarily.
Yeah, there's got to be something we can do. Like, though,
You were
if we've been
mentally
locked out
linked to it, right?
somehow. Yeah. While inside it.
No, not in the same way that she links with you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, rather than trying to reach out as a user, I want to be able to reach out. This thing was a sentient mind that seems to be now the core. So I just want to reach out just in a communicative way, not in like a controlling way. To,
Yeah, you reach out again, and again you hit that shiny surface. Can I have a will roll, please?
27.
You dwell on the surface, and then it opens up beneath you, and if your psychic talking to your friends here was you'd have a couple of drops of water, this is you trying to drink an ocean. Can I have a fortitude roll, please?
15?
You pass out.
Shit.
And it is not a graceful unconscious either.
Just force blade
Oh no, they're getting it scratched. Can I roll a reflex roll to catch them?
Yes, you can.
11 plus... Oh, there it is. 11 plus 5, so 15... No, 16 total, sorry.
Yep, you catch Bath before she smashes her delicate machinery all over.
first.
They're like the one good condition machine on the ship, so...
Yeah.
Get to the med bay.
Bags?
I love the way it's, I'm going to stop you falling, not because I'm your friend, but because you're the only thing that works properly right
Because
now.
you're shiny.
It could be both.
Medbay,
Psychically
medbay.
interlacing. Yeah.
Ryder's going to run to the
Yeah.
medbay and insist V follows her.
Okay. You take Bath to the medbay and lay her in the medbed.
Okay. Ryder is going to boot up the med computer and start plugging things on top of Bath and trying to scan her and work out what the hell just happened.
Yep, anybody got a medicine roll?
Oh.
I do.
Yeah. V has a 7 total for medicine. So.
Run has a 9.
For once, just let V have something.
Well, go on then. Do it.
No, that's alright. I've carried them there, you can do the medicining.
Alright. Teamwork. 11 plus 9.
That's 20.
Yeah.
So, it scans over Bath, and it goes
Calibrating for Android. Minor cerebral trauma detected. Deploying medical nanites into synaptic pathways. Recommend at least 4 hours of shutdown to complete repair procedures.
Oh,
So you
bloody
can have
hell.
it? Didn't even know cyborgs could do that.
We have got like some organic parts, but it's like they're not organic. They're just built organic, like Ghost in the Shell style.
They're analogous to human beings, but they're not. Oh, sorry, to
Yeah.
living creatures, but they're not living creatures.
Right.
Okay. Ugh.
The machine does some auto scan fixing stuff and goes, and just says let her rest.
Well, looks like it's just you and me now, V. I guess we can carry out your plan, but now we have no safety net if things go...
I mean, it depends how long they're out for. I don't know if we want to fly into this without.
The med computer said let her rest. I'm not going to argue with it.
Yeah, but we don't need to leave immediately, did it?
We don't, but we also don't know what's been watching us and if it is deploying countermeasures as we speak. That's a point. Ryder is going to flip the science computer back on and scan outwards towards Thumia.
Alright, let me replenish my Baileys.
Okay.
You're going to do an active scan.
Sure,
V?
let's just do it. And if it looks like we've been detected,
Sure, go on then.
yeah, still 16 plus 10, so 26 total.
To do the scan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you pulse the scan. What are you scanning for?
Anything in space heading this way.
Yeah, like movement. Mobilization.
You pick up movement, artificial movement at that, but it's not coming your way. It appears to be something going to Thumia, and a load of things scattered sort of to one side of Thumia, and that's
So
about it.
the fleet and another grain ship, can I enhance on the signal for the thing entering Thumia?
Another computers roll, please.
1. All of 1, total of 11.
Yeah, so you know that it's a ship.
I mean,
Well, we kind of already knew that.
yeah. We've been on worse odds, but we've also been on better.
But as far as we know, they aren't sending an invasion fleet to this place
As
So-
far as I can tell, no.
because of
If
us.
you want, we can leave it there.
We can do.
Yeah, I suppose it's a good place to pause, and it gives Bath time to recover as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a nice like cinematic point.
And also, I think we are incredibly muzzy-headed at this point as well. I know I've got brain
Yeah.
fog.
Yeah, I've got kind of brain fog.
Yeah.
So,
Same.
if
Everyone's sleepy.
so, that's the end of that chapter. There's a post-credit scene.
As there always is. Bloody Avengers movies.
It pans in on a Free Races destroyer. But it's not in the colours that you recognise for the Free Races. It's blood red, with 3 white lines over the nose. It's a predatory-looking thing. The front of it I would describe as vaguely triangular in profile. Fairly lumpy, clearly defined turrets studded all over it, engines as well. It moves to the bridge, where there is a Vesk, stood with his arms folded, dressed in white robes, half a silver mask over one side of his face, and the bridge crew, who are dressed, if I say like desert raiders, with like the whole baggy clothes and sort of a bit like radar dresses, but they've all got a red headband. And one of them turns to the Vesk in common and says, just detected a scan, sir. And the Vesk looks at him and goes, from where? And he goes, Thumia's moon. The Vesk ponders. He goes, bring the ship to red alert. And that's where we'll end it.
Whoops!
Thank you for listening to Cosmopunk. You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Check us out at cosmopunk.net and follow us on Twitter at cosmopunks with an S. And if you enjoyed the show, please take a moment to rate us on iTunes or tell your friends. We're still new to this and your support really helps. Intro and outro theme Vectrex by Reformat. Check out their album The Singularity at reformat.bandcamp.com. Once again, thanks for listening and we'll be back with more Cosmopunk in 2 weeks.